Well, the Wisconsin Badgers returned from the holiday break and put together two solid performances against Michigan State. A 5-1 win on Friday night when 5 different Badgers lit the lamp and Jack Berry made 25 saves. And then on Saturday, Captain Luke Kunin returned from the World Junior Championship, where he captained the Americans to a gold medal. And Kunin scored twice as the Badgers beat the Spartans 5-1, Matt Jerusik with 23 saves. Now Wisconsin gets ready for its arch rival, Minnesota. I'm Brian Posick, the radio voice of Wisconsin hockey. Head coach Tony Granato joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
This is what collaboration looks like. This is what happens when a cardiologist in Appleton works step in step with specialists at UW Health in Madison. You see, when Terry's condition required a second opinion, his doctor turned to the cardiothoracic team at UW Health. Together, we made sure Terry got the care and the heart transplant he needed. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
Well, Tony, the Badgers played well this past weekend against Michigan State, a pair of 5-1 victories. You had 9 different goal scorers. 16 of the 20 skaters scored points, and both goaltenders only gave up 1 goal apiece. That's pretty good hockey right there.
It was. It was a really good weekend for us, and things we had talked about over the break was the fact that we were playing really well. It seemed better on Friday nights, and obviously the results on Saturday in the last 4 weeks weren't what we were looking for. So we wanted to sustain what we were doing Friday and Saturday's game. So that was really important for us to play solid for 2 games over the weekend. And I thought we played a team that came at us really hard. They forechecked hard. They finished a lot of checks, and I thought we handled that really well. And so at the end of the day, and come out with, I guess it's 6 points now.
Yes, it is correct.
6 points, not 4. And how we did. I think the most impressive part was we had 2 games in a row where we had to go down to 5D, with less than, over half a game. With JD getting hurt and then Timmy getting kicked out the second game. And I thought those guys really stepped it up. They played really solid. They were confident. A lot of mixed pairs. A lot of new combinations, and they were really good defensively. I thought that was a big part of the weekend.
Yeah, J.D. Greenway was injured in the first game, unfortunately, and hopefully he'll be back for the Minnesota series. And as Tony mentioned, Tim Davison got a 5-minute checking from behind penalty. But when you have 5 defensemen, you have to be cognizant of the amount of minutes that these young men play and maybe the pairings they've had before. And at times you're going to put a defenseman with somebody who hasn't played with maybe the whole year, right?
Yeah, correct. It happened a couple times, but I think the biggest part, we went to 5 on Friday. You're playing back-to-back games against a team that's a heavy forechecking team and a physical team, and are they going to grind you down? Or are they going to slow you down as the series goes along? And I don't think that happened at all. I think our D group actually got better. The more minutes some of the kids got, the better they played. So really positive grades on the back end. The goalies, like you said, 1 goal each game. Both Berry and Jerusik had real solid weekends. Luke Kunin comes back and plays on Saturday night. He contributes, was flying. So the adrenaline and the excitement from that USA gold medal victory carried over into his play because he had great jump.
Yeah, more on that coming up in just a bit. The Badgers, both games got off to quick starts. About 2 minutes and 20 seconds in on Friday, Jason Ford scores. 33 seconds in on Saturday, Seamus Malone scores. That's huge to get off to a start like that.
It is, and we've talked a lot about it with our team about, out of the gate. Dictate how we're going to play when the game starts. Don't sit around and wait and see what's going to happen with the other team. We want to play a certain way, and we want to get to our game before, a Michigan State team gets in on the forecheck and establishes their game. And I thought, coming up and getting those goals early in the game, we kind of established that. And the other part about it, the net front presence and the rebound goals and the traffic around the net against Michigan State, I think was an area that we're going to continue to emphasize to get better on, and I think we got the results from it.
Yeah. So 2 weekends into the Big Ten season, the Badgers in a first-place tie with the Minnesota Golden Gophers coming to town. More coming up after this.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, Amazing results. UW Health. Remarkable.
Well, the Badgers captain Luke Kunin came back this past weekend, and instead of playing on Friday night against Michigan State, it would have been his 8th game in 12 days. He took a break, and well-deserved too, because Luke and Team USA won the gold medal at the World Junior Championship in Montreal, beating Canada in a shootout 5-4. Kunin is the 3rd Badger to lead Team USA to a World Junior Championship. Derek Stepan did it in 2010, Jake McCabe in 2013, and in 2017, it's Luke Kunin.
I knew that, last, gold medal teams had Badger captains, and, I just tried to do whatever I could to help the team win, and, we were successful. I think, down the road and years, to come, it'll sink in even more, but, just really special group of guys we had in that locker room, and, glad we got the job done.
It was fun to watch those games on the NHL Network, and thanks to them for putting those up and allowing fans in the United States to watch. And certainly we had a rooting interest in Luke Kunin. He played well. Team USA played well. That was a lot of fun.
It was a ton of fun, and international hockey is starting to get more exposure in the United States. And with all the stars we got coming up, whether it be through the development program, through our Olympic teams, through our World Junior teams, whatever it is, it's nice to see us get more coverage, either with NBC Network, with the Olympics and everything else, and World Championships. But it was great. USA Hockey, NHL Network
Correct.
Gets it on there for us, and people that watched it. It was like watching the Olympics or in a Stanley Cup game. That was like a Game 7 Stanley Cup final game, that U.S.-Canada final thing. So it was Luke did a great job representing us, as he does wherever he goes. But the captain here as a sophomore is a tremendous accomplishment. But to go jump and represent your country and to win a gold medal as a captain says a lot about our program. You mentioned the other 2 guys that did it previously, and obviously we're very proud of him. He was going to try to come back and play in that game on Friday, but after all the celebration from Thursday and playing those 2 emotional back-to-back games, that rest really helped him, because he really played well on Saturday. And a lot of times you come back from an energetic and emotional series or tournament or game like he had to play, and you're drained and you got no jump. And I thought the opposite actually was true with Luke on Saturday. Contributes 2 big goals, big block on that penalty killing situation when the game was on the line. So he's got that C on his sweater for a good reason.
Certainly does. Also good to see Matt Jarusik back in goal on Saturday. He had missed the previous 6 games he was available or hoping to play because of an injury, but he came in 30 seconds in less on Saturday. He kicks out a shot, a tough save with his left pad. Then Seamus scores. It's a 1-0 game, but right away you could tell that Matt was into the game. That was good to see.
It was great to see, and it's been a struggle for him this season as far as, the injury, and early in the year he had trouble getting his rhythm going, then you miss some time. He was so anxious to get back into that net, and I thought that was a big performance from him. I thought the guys played well in front of him. They didn't have many rebound chances. He saw most of the shots, and he looked very calm, and that was great sign. Yeah.
Now the Badgers get ready for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. You haven't had to face the Gophers in quite some time, Tony. You looking forward to this?
We are, and I think our team is starting to gain confidence. I think we know we can play with them with the series we had earlier with Boston College, how we played in Denver, how we played against Nebraska, Omaha. I think the team is confident. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us. Obviously, they're going to have a ton of skill. They're an elite team, and when you get a chance to play in the Big Ten and play against the Gophers, when you're sitting in a pretty good position and feeling good about yourself, I think the excitement around town, the excitement in our building for Friday and Saturday's victory, you can see that a lot of people are gaining confidence in our team and our players, and certainly our group of guys feel good about where we're at, but it's going to be a good test.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck against the Gophers.
Thank you.
Sure, that's Badgers head coach Tony Granato. Wisconsin and Minnesota. The series opener starts at 7 o'clock, and then the finale will be at 5 p.m. You can watch both games on Fox Sports Wisconsin, the alternate channel. You can also listen to me and Ian Perrin on the Badger Sports Network, if you'd like. Along with Tony Granato, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.